Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm Jewel. I know I'm usually not on here. I'm actually staying tonight, so I've got some time. So we're going to be talking about Kong today at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. And yes, I'm a coaster enthusiast, so I'll be talking about all that stuff. Alright. So, Kong is a Vekoma SLC at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. It's closed for refurbishment right now. And it might be getting new Vesta trains, which is what we all hope. Vesta trains are like what Batman at the same park has. Anyways, that coaster is rough. It's not my favorite, but I still like it. I've personally been in it 2 times at the time of this video. And it's actually pretty fun in the third row. The third row is for some reason not as rough as the first row. The first row definitely is kind of good though. That ride also has bad brakes, so keep your head back on the brakes. So anyways, Kong, Kong definitely does not hold anything to any of the coasters at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. My personal favorite ride is actually at Disney's California Adventure. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, or as a lot of you people that are used to, Tower of Terror, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disney's California Adventure, when it was not Avengers Campus. It's now Avengers Campus where that ride's at, and it's I hate what they did with that part. It's not good. Anyways, Kong might be at the end of its life, and a lot of people might actually be okay with that. I'll definitely be okay if Boomerang is at the end of its life. I personally hate those coasters. They really hurt. Anyways, Kong is able to run on 2 trains. It has 3 block zones. It has 3 block zones, so it's able to actually run on 2 trains, but they only run it on 1 train, which really hampers down the guests per hour. I'm not going to do all the math to do that, so, I would just search that up on Google if you want to know that. Anyways, that ride is one of Vekoma's old creations. I know Vekoma is doing really smooth coasters now, but if you've ever heard of old Vekoma, they actually copied what the track looked like from Arrow. They got the license and everything. Arrow made a lot of coasters like the Knott's Berry Farm Corkscrew, which is the first modern coaster to go upside down since the 1900s. Which those coasters had circular loops, but they were dangerous in G-forces because it had too many G's at the bottom, but not too many G's at the top. This was very dangerous. Anyways, Arrow went out of business when they made X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. X2 is what's known as a 4D coaster, and X2 was opened as X, and it was just a failure. It was a lot of it cost a lot and everything, and then Arrow went bankrupt when they were redoing X to become X2, and then everything went to SNS, so Arrow is also in SNS's hands now. So SNS made some new trains for X2, which definitely made it smoother. It also got its new color scheme, which is what we know now as red and gray. And that ride is just, I've never ridden it. I've never gone to Six Flags Magic Mountain at the time of making this video. So yeah, but it looks really freaking fun. Anyways, focusing on Kong here. So old Vekoma actually made the Vekoma Boomerang. I believe Arrow made a couple of those. They as well as made the Vekoma SLC. These were both very popular with parks because Vekoma Boomerangs are very small and don't take up a lot of space. So they were really, there were 55 of them installed across the world. Okay, please understand me. So then there was the Vekoma SLC, which was B&M made their inverted coaster, which was Raptor, also the first roller coaster to have a Cobra Roll. This is the double inverting or going upside down ride element on a roller coaster. Vekoma boomerangs, or what GP, what I like to call general park goers. Know it as. Anyways, is a double inverting piece of track that when the boomerang goes backwards, it goes forwards into that first double inverting moment. That's a Cobra Roll. Now, the Vekoma boomerang was also popular, but then the Vekoma SLC was known after B&M made Raptor, or their first B&M invert, whatever the heck that was. Anyways, I think it was Raptor. Vekoma and other manufacturers quickly adapted to the idea, and Vekoma made the Vekoma SLC. This was their thinking of their B&M invert. B&M was really expensive, so Vekoma tried to make one that was less expensive than the B&M invert. Like, examples of it are Silver Bullet at Knott's Berry Farm or Raptor at Cedar Point. Now, Kong fell into the Vekoma SLC category, and sadly, these coasters did not age well. Kong is only like 26 years old, and it's already really rough. Now, Kong did not originally open at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. It actually opened at Opryland, and it had a white and like brown color scheme, and it opened as Hangman. Opryland closed for whatever reason, none that I am familiar with, and Kong was like sent to an auction or something. Then, I guess the Six Flags chain bought it and gave it to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Then they built it, and now it's just hated on by general parkgoers, or GP. Now, all of the Vekoma rides, Vekoma has made Vesta Strengths for them, which Vesta Strengths, they basically eliminate headbanging, along with a retrack. That made the Great Nor'easter known as the smoothest Vekoma SLC ever known to mankind. Now, Kong might be getting those. It's also getting a refurbishment, possibly. And that's really what we want for Kong. It's kind of reaching the end of its life. Those wheels definitely feel like they're square. And it's not going so well for Kong right now. It's been closed for a while. I've ridden it 2 times. One in the front row and one in the third row. That was fun. And it just showed its age and that roughness. I mean, even B&M's rattle can be known as a rattle. And on Medusa at the same park, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, in the front row you can definitely notice a rattle. And if you don't force your head into the back of your into the back of the train, then your head will hit the restraints, and it's painful, like literally. And I like Vekoma SLC's original restraints better than B&M restraints in the fact that they have these cushionings, like rubber cushionings. Anyways, they're softer and everything. Anyways, now Kong just I don't know how to explain this. Kong is the only Vekoma SLC that I've ever ridden, and it's personally one of my favorite inverted coasters. Personally, right now, my favorite coaster by Vekoma. and it's just rough. It's could do better, but like it's not really the best. No. Kong, since it runs on one train, it gets really long lines, and each ride is like each train. So there's 10 cars of 2. Each train holds 20 riders. But if it takes like 10 minutes and 30 seconds to make a whole run, that's not very good. So that line moves really slowly. They will it's like not really worth it if it has a really long line. If it has like a 30-minute line, I'd ride it, but like if it has anything higher than a 30-minute line, it's not worth it. Okay. It's not really worth it for them. I've run way better rides than Congo. I even say that Boomerang's backwards tilt is good until you drop and you smash your head on the restraints. That's just it's just really, it's fun in the sense that, okay, hear this, okay? So, old Arrow and Vekoma coasters were built by hand. So everything was welded by hand. Everything designing the coaster was made by hand. There was no AI to smooth anything. So any coaster before the 2000s is going to have a really strong rattle and potentially be so rough that you don't want to ride it anymore. And you just got to understand that for these old rides. So, yeah. But Boomerang, I totally understand. If you hate it, I agree with you. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah. Bye guys. Please subscribe and like this video. Click here and here for more content, and click here if you want to subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys and have a good day.